What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss an upcoming main card bout on this Saturday's UFC 289. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. All right, guys, getting right into it, we got Mike Malott taking on Adam Fugitt in the UFC welterweight division. And a really exciting matchup with the UFC. It shows they're actually trying to push Mike Malott a little bit, putting him right in the middle of the main card. He's a Canadian welterweight, 9-1-1. Loves to go for the finish, right? 9-1-1. All of his wins have come via finish in the first round. He has one draw, one loss in the first round to current UFC vet Hakeem Dawodu back in 2014 in the WSOF. Where Mike, he's just like, you could tell he took some time off in between. I know he was head coaching a lot. He was doing a lot of coaching. But you could tell after that knockout loss that he had, he spent a lot of time. He just kind of went back to the drawing board, sharpened up his skills for several years. I mean, he even took 3 years off at one point. So to show that he took so much time off, he wasn't out there taking damage. He was out there getting better. He was improving. He was on the mats. He was coaching. So his mind, his IQ has been increasing this entire time, and it has shown in his 3 UFC fights, that's including his contenders fight. He got 2 submissions, 1 knockout. That knockout victory over Mickey Gall really stands out to me, because he went over against a guy who's been in the UFC, who's shown that he's extremely tough, and he took him out in the first round, right? In his UFC debut, on a pay-per-view card, I'm sure it was on the prelims, but still nonetheless, like, he goes out there, he likes to perform, he likes the bright lights on him, and I really like that the UFC is really trying to push him now. And going against a guy like Adam Fugitt, who's been in the UFC, who's had a couple fights in the UFC, I think he's 1-1. He's coming off of the win against Kiyoshida. I don't remember watching that fight, but I remember his loss to Michael Morales, where he lost, I think it was the 3rd round. And it just shows 34 years old, his losses in MMA, but to Michael Morales, he lost a grappling match to former UFC vet Nick Maximoff, and he also has a loss, who was it to? Austin Vanderford, right? Now, Adam is also a guy who likes to go for the finish. I think 7 of his 8 wins are either by knockout or by submission. I think he's got like 5 by knockout, 3 by submission, something like that in that realm. So he's a guy who also likes to go for the finish, but he hasn't really been going against upper echelon competition. And when he has fought guys who are a little better than him, it doesn't go very good for him. So going against a guy like Mike Malott, I definitely got my money on Mike. He's the guy, he's right in the middle of his physical prime, 31 years old. He's riding a 5-fight win streak, none of which have gone past 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Hasn't taken a lot of damage. So I like to see what he's going to do moving forward. I think the UFC kind of set this fight up too for him to kind of showcase him a little bit more, because they're really going to try and push him. I think he's going to be huge with the Canadian fan base. But I love this fight. I like Mike. I like what I have seen with him in the last year and a half. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do moving forward. And Adam Fugitt, he has a really big opportunity here to get a win over a high rising prospect within the UFC on a pay-per-view main card. So he has a big opportunity for him as well. So, but if I'm a betting man, I got Mike on this fight. That's going to do it for today. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this fight. Do you guys think Mike Malott is going to get the W, or do you think it's Adam Fugitt's time? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.